I'm very direct. I'm from New York, so it's okay.
All right, welcome everybody. We're live in Denver at HFMA Day 2. My voice is a little scratchy, but we're getting through it. We're getting through it. I have my good friend Candice with me.
Hi.
Candice is the COO, right?
Close.
Chief Commercial Officer?
Close, yes. Chief Client Officer.
Oh my gosh, I messed it up.
He's really my good friend.
We're really good at this, actually, people.
We're really tight.
Well, titles are like nonsense to me. I don't know.
They are nonsense.
Yeah,
I just say I work with customers.
She is at Acuity with my very, very good friend Todd, who's a maniac. So I don't know. Yeah, we go. I don't think we should talk about Todd. Actually, I don't want this to go south.
He's kind of part of the story too, though.
Is he? Tell.
No, Todd is really high energy, and
oh my gosh.
I've been with Acuity for 4 years, and there must be a little crazy in me to stay working. It's just it's
true.
Frenetic pace, and but it's fun. Todd's a great person.
Do you have ADD or no? ADHD?
I do.
You do.
I do.
Yeah, my wife does too. But when I was first met Todd, right? We got connected through someone mutual friends.
Yeah.
So I don't know him at all, and we meet I just happen to be in New York City of all places.
Oh God.
So he drives up from New Jersey, right?
Yes.
Meets me, and he sits down. He's a big guy, right?
Yes.
But we're at some table, and I could just see his knee, like just pop, like a rabbit foot. And I was like,
absolutely. We call that PMS, perpetual motion syndrome.
It's so true. So I was like, oh, wow, this guy. And I could tell he was trying to focus on me, but I'm like, oh, God. Because my youngest daughter has ADD. My wife has ADHD, right?
My son does.
And I'm like, I'm picking up on, I'm like, okay, he is actively trying to concentrate on me, but this is hard.
Yeah.
This is hard. So,
yeah.
And we were instant friends, which is so funny.
Yeah, you either really love him or it's just a lot, and we get that a lot. People like us, we do. You're like, oh, you're a lot.
People say that about you? No.
Sometimes, in my personal life, I would say, yeah.
In your personal life?
Yeah, I try to, rein it in when at work. But
people say that about Tina. Do you know my co-host Tina?
I have. I've heard I've obviously listened. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Tina says the same thing, and then for a long time she's like, I don't think I'm gonna find somebody. I know I'm a lot. I go, whoa.
She will.
She did.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that one. Then latest news.
3 years. Yeah, 2 or 3 years now. She's had a amazing boyfriend. He's amazing.
Oh, good. Yeah. I there's that saying, if you want less, go. If you want. Sorry. How does it go? I'm more. Go find less. That's it.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
So
there's a great comedian, Pete Holmes. You know Pete Holmes?
I'm sorry, I don't.
He's a great comedian. He has this whole bit where he's like, I came home from this party and I set my keys in the counter, and he goes, man, I am not for everyone.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so good.
Yeah.
I loved it. I am not
really
for
true.
everybody. So, Candice, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you grow up?
So I grew up in New York.
Like, city?
Long Island.
Okay.
I was born in Queens.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's
so city. I think that's why it works with Todd and the leadership team that I'm on. We're
I agree.
All hard charging.
Stand your ground.
We are. So ELT meetings are super fun, and
there's no conflict there.
It's good conflict. It's they say iron sharpens iron, and
absolutely.
It's definitely a lot of that in those meetings. But I did. I grew up born in Queens, grew up on Long Island. It's weird. So I knew you were going to ask me this question, and basically,
I gotta change up my game then.
I know. Well, it's a normal question. But long story short, I think in a nutshell, I grew up in healthcare, and oddly enough, in the rev cycle.
Whoa.
I know that's weird.
You gotta explain that. You can't just say long story short.
Because everyone's like,
that.
oh, I looked up. I was listening to some of your episodes. Like, I looked up at the stars, and I thought, yes, healthcare revenue cycle. I did not think healthcare revenue cycle, but my dad was a collections director at Mount Sinai, which his origin story is like phenomenal because he was an immigrant and he came up through the ranks. Literally, he met my mom at the hospital as a janitor.
Shut up.
Yeah, and worked his way up. He actually
immigrant from where? From what?
He from Colombia.
Oh, you're Colombian?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
Like what city?
Cali.
Cali. I was just in Bogota, right?
That's the capital.
Yes.
Cali is like known as the birthplace of like salsa.
Okay. Yeah.
So growing up, a lot of salsa. My mom hated it. I love it. It's a vibe.
Wait, is your mom Colombian too?
No, my mom's Italian.
Oh my God.
Yeah, lot.
This family is incredible.
Yeah, it's loud.
This is like New York to a T.
It's New York. Yeah, I mean,
I love this.
It definitely was.
Wait, so your dad was a janitor?
He was a janitor
at the hospital. Works his way up, becomes like, and he gets in rev cycle somehow.
He
right?
does. He falls into like he was like a collector, and then like they taught him from the ground up, and then he became like the collections manager for like, Mount Sinai at the time.
Incredible.
Yeah, and it's funny. He also worked in he did autopsies too, like somewhere in between. It's wild. My mom was in the lab. She was a lab technician.
Yeah.
But anyway,
my father-in-law was in the lab technician for 40 years.
For 4 years?
40.
40. Yeah, same like my mom.
Yeah.
And then she pivoted really hard and went into the union really hardcore, and she became the Norma Ray of 1990.
1990.
Well, that's when she was there.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
But anyway, so I've always been around it. And
that's crazy. Did you ever go on a weekend and have to work green bar report or something?
Actually, yes, but that was my part-time job. So I was 16 and immediately my parents go get a job. I'm like, okay. And it was legit.
Okay.
The job board at my high school was need someone to work at a doctor's office 4 to 7.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll see.
After school.
It's better than McDonald's or working at the pizza shop.
Yes.
And so I got the job, and it was working front desk, checking patients in.
Yeah.
At 16, and he had me start this is the red and white claim. The actual claim form, the 1500.
Yes.
Yes, he had me start filling those out. 16.
By hand?
By hand.
Incredible.
I know, I'm really old now. I'm feeling ancient.
No, so get this, Candice. You're not going to, I just had this conversation yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, look, I've only met one other person that grew up in this industry.
Yeah.
And because his mom, Judson Ivy, who's the founder of Ensembles, mom was a director over billing. And so he told a story about going in and doing green bar reports.
Legit.
When he was, that's why I asked. I was
I didn't know his story
you have
detailed.
to, you guys would
That's so funny.
I'm a PK, so it's when I find another PK, preacher's kid, right?
I know what that is because we were very religious too.
Okay, so I was a PK.
Not PK, but
so when I find another PK, I can always
vibe.
We have an instant connection. So it's
right.
Okay, yeah,
right.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, very religious, very conservative, very, hardworking. So that's a whole other offshoot. But anyway, to kind of land the plane on.
Oh, yeah, you were in rev cycle.
I was in rev cycle. But so after that, my dad had a heart attack during
what?
He was 37.
What?
Yeah.
37?
He was super young. Thank God, obviously, he lived. And he asked his cardiologist if his daughter could work in the business office.
Okay. Okay.
Super strange. I worked there during college in the back office, green bar, also filing secondary claims.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, pull these Medicare remittances, highlight this line, send it with the, I'm literally stuffing envelopes for a cardiology office. And then, so my parents were still working at Mount Sinai, and they said, hey, you know who makes really good money? These things called unit secretaries. So
yes, I'm familiar.
I was a per diem unit secretary at Mount Sinai during college. I made $18 an hour, which was amazing.
Back then, that's crazy.
Yes, we're talking 1998, 99.
It's like, yeah, when did you're my age. Did you graduate in 94?
I graduated in 97 from high school.
I'm older.
That's not by much.
That sucks. No offense to you, but
rude of you saying
I feel so old.
I know.
You're so young.
I'm feeling it too, and we're not that much.
Everyone on my team is like so young.
Are they?
I make Seinfeld references, Candice.
No one gets it.
Crickets.
So you say Seinfeld.
They don't even get it.
Our CFO is a Seinfeldaholic.
Yes, I'm a huge fan.
He loves it. But yes, I love Seinfeld.
Okay, so anyway, we're gonna get off track. This is how it goes.
No, that's okay.
It's how it goes.
No, it was awesome. So I made a lot. I loved it too, because we're talking about. It's so funny.
What unit were you on?
So I was per diem. So I was plugged in wherever.
Anywhere.
Yes,
Holy
which fed into my ADHD tendencies. So funny is I knew that this was gonna come up, like my ADD or whatever, but
okay, now I'm self-conscious about how'd you know?
I think it's great. I think it's fine. I mean, that was a whole self-discovery after diagnosing my son that I was like, oh my God.
That's how my wife.
Yeah.
Just 3 years ago, she figured it out, and it got on tried a medication as like game changer for her.
Yes.
Game changer.
Yes. So anyway, but yeah, so that job was like perfect. I was so good at it. I know that sounds conceited, but I was really good. I was really
so you're
good
at
it.
Something?
Because I had already had like the medical claim stuff, so I knew a lot of the medical terminology.
Right.
And this is how old I am too. I was actually translating physician handwriting into orders.
Oh, amazing.
So
don't.
Oh, sorry. I talk with my hands. I'm Italian. Sorry. So, anyway, I was good at it, and I was very in demand. Particularly in the cardiac unit, where they taught me how to read the heart rate monitors.
Yeah.
And they were like, Candice, when you see this, that's a PVC. Come get us. So. Anyway.
So wait, you were going to school. Like, where were you going to school at?
So I was going to school at St. John's University.
Yeah.
I had a full ride there, and I had extra money too because I was in their chorus. And I decided after year one, and I had graduated high school number 13 out of 300 people, big high school. I had scholarships everywhere. I know this sounds so conceited, but anyway, but the point being is I left my full ride after 1 year.
Really?
I did. And I always knew I wanted to be a teacher. So we're going to land the plane on rev cycle, but I always knew I wanted to be a teacher, and I had a different major then, and I wanted it to be music education, and St. John's didn't have it.
Yeah.
So I transferred to Hofstra University.
Okay.
And got a partial, transfer scholarship. It certainly didn't cover. So hence why I needed to work at Mount Sinai as a unit secretary per diem as much as I could to try to make up the difference.
Wow.
So I did. I graduated with my undergrad in music education, my Bachelor of Science.
So did my sister.
That's so funny.
Yeah, she was a music teacher for a long time.
That's awesome. I decided about 1 year before I was going to graduate, I did not want to be a music teacher.
The timing is not great.
It wasn't great.
You're like, I guess I got to get this degree because...
Well, I do think it's a cruel joke that they make people try to figure out what you want to do when you're 18 years old.
No, it's very difficult.
It's so difficult.
I picked out a college that I had never seen because my friends were going there. I had two friends who were like, we're going to go there. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll go.
The first time I saw it was orientation, and they took me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Nobody knows.
I had no idea. And then I heard this thing. I have a friend who was like, there's this whole thing called physical therapy. And it was kind of new. And I was like, that sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. I had no clue. I changed 10 times my major. Yes.
And then that graduation date keeps getting set, different and different, at least.
Well, I just made it so general. I just did a health sciences degree. So I was like, I'm graduating 4 years.
So you're smarter than me, because I was like, oh, if I change it to this, what will happen? Oh, no, that you're now not going to graduate. It's funny, when I got there, they were like,
You need
music
this much more.
education. They were like, that's one of our hardest degrees. They were like, you're going to probably need an extra year.
What?
Yeah. So
I swear those counselors are just like, they're incentivized to get you to stay longer.
it felt like that. And I
Yes.
had so many credits already coming because I had all of those high school advanced classes anyway. But anyway, did finish that, and I was like, I'm not staying here any longer. I'll figure it out. I'll go to work and figure it out. So I did work as a middle school music teacher for 1 year, and I was like, I'm out. I am out.
My wife was an 8th grade algebra teacher.
It's rough. I mean, middle school is rough.
She liked it, but it's if you're not in for it, you don't even do it. Don't even bother.
No, I love the people piece of it, but I didn't love a lot of things,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah.
So, but
So you're back in rev cycle somehow?
yeah, I'll really do this quickly. This has gone longer than I thought.
This is how it goes.
I know.
It's all good.
So I graduated college. I was hot and heavy with my boyfriend for like 4 years.
Okay.
He decides, and I always knew this about him, he's going to go to med school. He went to med school in Philadelphia. I decided to follow my best friend, who we were together in high school, best friends. She graduated from Villanova and is like, I'm going to settle in Allentown.
Allentown.
Yeah.
My
'Cause-
brother lived in Allentown. There's nothing
Really?
there. There's
Nothing there, but Air
awful.
Products is headquarters.
It's awful.
It's awful. But I was
No
like,
offense
oh,
to people in Allentown, but
sorry,
seriously,
guys.
not
Yeah.
great.
Billy Joel had a great song about it. But yeah,
It's rough.
it's not the best. But it was an hour away from Philly. So
Oh boy.
this is me, and like I'm super young and I don't know what I'm doing.
Sure, of course.
So I went. I had no teaching job. I'm like, what do I do? I found a job at an orthopedic clinic, working what I know how to do.
Yeah.
And one day and boyfriend and I broke up. That's a whole other,
Mm-hmm.
normal thing for people. And I was sitting there and I'm like, what am I doing?
Did you have one epiphany moment?
I did. I was like, I need to get out of here, and I need to like do something with my life. But of course I didn't. And I decided I'm going to be with another person, and who is my husband now. So there's a good story here.
Okay. At least we got a rich little redemption.
I won't even tell you that that was my ex-boyfriend's best friend.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not like what it seems. It really
No.
doesn't.
It's fine.
But
No judgment.
no judgment. But so the thing about it is, going back to the religious angle, we had grown up together in church, like most of our, youth.
Oh, your husband.
My husband.
Oh, okay. So you knew each other a long
We knew
time.
each other a long time.
Okay. It wasn't
and
like just some.
it wasn't
introduction to
just
college or something.
like, hey, like a random fling. No, he knew me. I knew him. And we were dating in March, engaged in July, and married by November.
And how old are you at this time?
I was 22.
Holy crap.
And he said, so 9/11 happened,
Yeah.
and I was at school teaching when it happened. And he was in Midtown Manhattan working for Westwood One, which is like a radio content,
Yep.
as their network engineer. He had to walk home that day, cross the 59th Street Bridge. And he decides he's going to leave New York. He's just like, it was very
Very traumatic.
it was very traumatic.
Right.
And he's like, I just need to get out of here.
All right.
And Westwood One was headquartered in Houston, Texas. And they were like, hey, if you want to grow your career, you need to move down. So he moves down. We get married. My honeymoon was on the road. We moved down. And let's just say I floated in and out of different jobs for about a year when my husband said, why? I'd gotten fired once in my life, and it was working at an attorney where they caught me looking for another job. But then he
Understood.
Yes, and he said, "Why don't you do this healthcare stuff that you were doing?" And he found a job called a management trainee at RMI Physician Services, which was acquired by Orion Health Corp. And now they're like I don't know what happened to them. But basically they managed physician practices that were hospital based. So primarily like radiology.
Yep.
And that's it. It's been,
oh my God.
It's ever since I've been in healthcare.
Are you looking for a judgment-free revenue cycle space? Do you want to expand your revenue management skills and learn insider strategies? Check out RevCycle 101. Unlock the foundations of healthcare finance with RevCycle 101, a comprehensive course designed to give anyone, from a recent graduate taking their first professional steps to a seasoned sales leader refining their expertise, the clarity and confidence to excel in revenue cycle management. Through easy-to-understand terminology, practical tools, and proven methods, this course demystifies the complexities of the revenue cycle. It equips you with the skills to drive results, optimize operational efficiency, and significantly advance your career in the shifting realities of today's healthcare industry. Click the link in the description for more information. Now back to the show.
It's funny you said about epiphanies, right?
Yes.
One of my idols growing up and still to this day is Andre Agassi. I was a big tennis player, right? And so that was the era.
Yes.
I just saw this interview with him that just was like 3 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
And it's so good. I can't describe how good it is, but like there's this part because he talks about, because Andre went through this phase where it's like he was doing crystal meth in his house by himself. Like he's really trying to kill himself ultimately.
Right.
And then he comes around, comes around full circle and gets back in. But he says this thing of Brown, he's like, epiphanies don't change your life.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, but what if you act on it, what you do with it can change your life.
Right.
And so it's always one of those things where it's like you had the like clear epiphany moment of, I might call it a Kairos moment or something different, but it's like similar where it's like it stands out. It's not neutral, right?
No.
Where it's like, oh, I gotta do something different.
Yeah.
But then it's like the action is what actually does it, right? That's the harder part.
It is. And I didn't really do something, but I knew things were messed up.
Right.
But it was actually my husband, who I think is like a type in shadow to kind of him like teasing out, like, this is something you're good at. Like, go try it again and, see what happens. And he put me on the right track. And so I think, to your point, there's times in your life, like what are like the big decisions in your life?
Yeah.
Right. And so I feel like for me, I know I got married really young, but it either can be really bad or it can be really amazing.
Right.
And it's like, and we chose to be amazing because it's like we grew up with each other. Like there was times.
That's crazy.
He was in the front as far as career and I supported him and vice versa. So it's really knowing like each other and how do you grow together. And I know this is like weird, but I tie that together with how I work with my clients. Like I try to listen to them as much as I can and say, I don't expect us to stay the same. Meaning I don't expect our relationship to stay the same for the 1, 2, 3 years that we're working together. The environment's so volatile. You host a bunch of people on your podcast that, talk about what they're dealing with, right?
Absolutely.
And so how can I listen to, so for me, it's a people business. It's very personal to me. So I'm really in the trenches a lot. I'm not like really up in front in HFMA or like, like
you were today.
People, I know, and it's very uncomfortable for me. But people are like, who is this person? And I've really spent my time just really wanting to benefit the people that are around me and support them the way I was supported. Because frankly, we talked about my origin. The religious thing was a thing for me. It was actually a wall between my parents and I. And so
As an adult, like as you were getting older, it was
like, yes, and still to this day.
Okay. Yeah.
I love them. They're amazing
understood.
people, but like they fundamentally have completely different, things. And so I guess for me, while they really tried their best to be as supportive as they could, I didn't feel supported, and I didn't feel like psychological safety at all. Like that's it, it is what it is. I love them. They're amazing people. So I want to do that with the people that I work with. It's super important to me.
Mm.
So yeah, you don't know me really well, or people who haven't heard me, because I'm just like, I'm in the back. I'm in the back cooking.
Yeah. Hey, that's all right.
So.
But I feel like it's all those things shape you, right? Like,
yeah.
Even though it's, I don't know, you call it trauma, whatever you want to call it. It's like the shaping, right? I moved a lot as a kid,
Yes.
It formed me in a way that probably allows me to quickly integrate to whatever environment I'm in.
Right.
Make friends quickly,
Correct.
right? Because I move so much. But it also has this other like negative aspect, right? Where it's like, oh, like if someone mentions like, if I mention home to you, you might actually picture a house.
For sure.
You mention home to me, nothing comes to mind.
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't have any. In fact, where I live now is the longest I've lived anywhere at any point in my life. By far. It's not even close. I've been in our house 12 years in Detroit.
Wow.
I've never lived anywhere longer than 4.
Wow.
So
it's a lot of
it's just one of those things where it's like, well, yes, there's this really positive thing. And as I've been able to unpack with my therapist over the last few years, which has been life-changing for me, and I feel like it's like, yes, I'm unpacking some of that trauma, but it's also like, oh, that's why I do that thing.
Yes.
Right? That's why I'm kind of like, don't want to be put in a corner, or I'm restless even though I'm happy in what I'm doing, right? It's like, oh, and so some of it's like using it. So it sounds like what I'm saying is like full circle. It's like, it feels like you're using, even though it's like, there's some negative aspects of it, you're using it as a skill or a tool or a superpower in your own job. Just like ADD can be a superpower, right?
It is. Yeah. Like, I mean, I think the whole, even up until like, I'm not kidding. In the last 5 years, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what am I really good at? I'm still asking these questions at 39. I'm but you know what I'm saying.
We confirmed your age.
Yeah.
So
I know, darn it. People can tell math.
My bad.
People can do math. We are, at HFMA. But it's funny because I'm like this big old age, and I'm like, what am I good at? And then I was like, I am really good at people. Like I love nothing more than getting really. I see satisfaction through people growing in their own skill set and their own careers, and I try to really. So that's where the teaching comes in. So even though I'm not teaching in front of a classroom of 20, 11-year-old pimply kids, I am, I'm working with people to make them the best that I can. And it doesn't mean that I know everything, but maybe it's connecting them with certain different people, or it's saying, hey, go take this class or go talk to this person. It's always like trying to evaluate what their strengths are and how I can help push them, to their fullest potential. And so, not for nothing, but I really know how to make a great team.
Yeah.
So.
But I do think that's the sign of being able to continue to ask, like, what is it that I try to use the term world class at. Like, what is it that I'm like, this is where I am? Because that's the right question to keep asking ourselves. Otherwise, you just find yourself on a roll 20 years from now that you're like, oh, I just did that for 25 years.
Right.
And I'm actually not sure I'm really happy. Or it's like, or whatever it is, right?
Right.
I realize I couldn't, and part of it is like, as we get older, I think we can put language to it. This is the other thing I think, like, I'm validating.
Yeah.
You're not crazy. This is
Okay,
the thing
good.
that people go through is like,
You sure?
they can
My
start
team
to
thinks
put,
otherwise.
well, that's a different story. That's a different question. I think because what I would say is like, I realized that I was actually really, really good at community building.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
and so, but I could not put language to that up until about 5 years ago.
Right.
And even though I probably had that my whole life,
You didn't realize.
I didn't realize that I was actually like, but it also, coming back full circle, that came out of my trauma as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was basically abandoned by my family, right? Not, I mean,
Yeah.
it's in their own way, right?
Right.
Parents got divorced, like
Right.
my mother stopped parenting, the whole thing. And so I'm 12 realizing that I can't trust I remember the moment where I was like, I can't trust my mom to take care of me. In their own way, right?
Right.
And so I was like, what my defense mechanism is actually to build little communities that could
Make your own.
So I had these friends and parents friends, thank God they were so good to me, but like that was my community. Growing up now, I can look full circle and be like, oh, this is why I'm so good at it.
That is so deep. This is like really deep. Yeah.
Well, it's
I
just
love
like,
that though.
as we get further along, it's like,
Yeah.
here's what I think. If we don't start to take the time to like start to unpack some of the things that happen to us over the course of our
Yeah.
years, and people often ask, like, what's the purpose of that? I was like, because now I understand why it is I'm doing the things I am doing, but also why I'm so good at it.
Correct.
Because there's a really positive benefit of building community the way I did as a defense mechanism. Now, it could also be super negative because sometimes there's an identity issue, right? Like,
Sure.
who am I in these circumstances?
Right.
But for me, it was like, oh, like light bulb of going, oh, okay, I'm actually like really good at this.
Yeah.
I don't know much about automation. So that's what, again. So I started a company called Tarpon Health,
Right.
and I didn't actually know that much about automation. What I did know is I knew the power of community in taking it to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so like, well, I know how to build a community. I can find people that know all about
Exactly.
automation.
Yes. Find all the right people to fill the gap.
You're doing the same thing on
It's
your
the same
own
thing.
level, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's true. Yeah, it's been super cathartic because, you struggle with imposter syndrome sometimes and like, why
Absolutely.
am I here at this table with this CFO? Who the heck am I? Like, even today, why am I talking to you?
Oh, stop it.
But you know what I'm saying. You're a lovely person. But yes, I just think I think we all have those moments, right? And so I stopped beating myself up and said, you know what, this is what I'm good at, and I just need to really embrace that. And there's value in that.
100%. There's a big difference between an ego trying to prove something to somebody else
Right.
and actually realizing this is what I am superpowered in.
Right.
Those are two very different things. So
Yes.
I know when you say it, you're like, oh, I don't want to because I don't have. No. It's so important that we can say that because there's other things where it's like, don't put me in a room when I have to do these things because I'm not good at it.
It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. I'll
Right.
try my best. I'm a really good actress.
And when young people come talk to me about like I was like, you know what the easiest thing is at your age is not yours, young kids, our age, right? We know now.
We know.
Young kids is like, no, figure out what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Take the job because maybe it sucks. And then
Yes.
you realize it sucks.
It sucks.
And it sucks because of these reasons. Because it's much easier at that age to start figuring out what you're not good at or not gonna, right? And then later you can start figuring out like, actually, this is what I'm really good at.
It's true. I think you just need to go through the experiences and figure it out. And, it's funny, like, I've been doing the same thing for 23 years. I've been client facing for 23 years. It's weird. And, like people are like, you want to be COO next, right? I'm like, no. I don't. I've done operations, to be fair.
but
I've done it.
I did it because I had to.
Yeah.
I would never go
I did
back
it to learn
that.
the business because for me,
Yes, you had to learn you had to do some level of learning the business.
had to, because I'm not like, I always tell my team, I'm not going to expect you to do something that I can't do myself. Like I'm really big on that kind of credibility.
Oh, I can't do that.
point. They've gotten like, some of them are like, they smoke me now. There's circles around, and I love that. That's so awesome. But on the come up, right? You kind of, I felt that way.
Yes.
Now I know, I'm like, no, you're really awesome at this, and I need that here, so let's do it.
I always felt like I didn't, in that growing up phase and doing the work, like I always felt like I don't belong here in some form or fashion. Because I just was like, this is not my best and highest use, and I knew that, but it was also like, I got to put the time in so I understand, and
agree.
And I think that's what happens to some people is like they get into these spots like, oh, this isn't, but sometimes you just got to put the time in.
You do. You do. And even,
I couldn't do what I'm doing now if I hadn't done that.
There's no way.
There's no way.
No, you wouldn't have credibility.
People come up to me and like, oh, I want to do what you're doing. And they're like 27 years old. I'm like, are you out of your damn mind? Like,
I know.
Dude, I couldn't have done this 6 years ago.
We sound like old people mad at cloud right now. No, you can't do that. You can't.
But I didn't have the network. Like, I've been on my own for 8 years. I didn't have the network. I didn't have I couldn't have done any of this stuff 10 years, 10 years ago or 15 years ago now. But it was like, I couldn't have just done that when I'm 30. Like, it doesn't work that way. Even if I would have thought like, oh, I'm really good at this, like, there's no way I would have been able to make money.
No. And it's funny.
No one's bringing me to do a speaking tour. I love the people who are like, I want to speak. I'm like, do you?
You do really? Do you know how much work goes into it? And then I
did my talk on this. I don't know if you caught it, but I did my talk on history of healthcare insurance, and I love it. It's like and I think it's really good.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's on YouTube, so you can catch it.
Oh, I will catch it then.
But I worked hard on that. Like, I don't usually do that. I'm doing this. It's free flowing, right? It's easy. It's unscripted, like our name.
It's not actually easy. People have to want to talk to you.
Well, that's true. But I mean, it's like easy for me. I don't have to do prep work, right?
For sure.
For that talk, I worked so hard for that. Because there was a lot of research and putting it together, and some things didn't work. I had to take this in, and it's like, and then what am I actually trying to get to? That's a lot of freaking work.
It is a lot of work.
So,
and
anyway,
you want to put out, because obviously you want to put out a quality product.
Well, that, and I've established credibility, so like I can go into that with some credibility already, right? Like, if you're 27, you're not coming in with credibility.
No. And it's funny you say that, and I think that's why I had the imposter syndrome so young, because management trainee, and I'm literally managing this lady that's like 50 years old, working at, it was hard. Up until now, like up until the last year, I was definitely the youngest, like one of the younger people, and I had like old, elders reporting to me, and it was difficult.
No, it's weird. Well, I was telling that story yesterday. It's like I come in, I get a graduate school for health administration.
Same.
When I come into the hospital,
I'm
25 years old, and I'm immediately, I step over all these, I'm immediately a director, right? It doesn't make, or whatever. It's like I'm already a level. I didn't grow up and get the ranks.
No.
I think it's unfair to a lot of people. It's like, I don't know if I was ready for that.
It was. It's funny you say that, because I worked at I won't say the name, because I worked at a large health system in Houston, and I decided at that time, because I finally figured out I'm going to stay in rev cycle at that point. I was like,
took you a while, but yes.
Right. It took me a while, but I was like, I'm going to get my healthcare administration degree, my master's. So I did it while I was there, because they paid for it, which was great. But what was funny is that they had a program like you're talking about, where it was like not a residency, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And at the time, you would take it, like, yes, you were straight direct track to a director, and I was a manager at the time. I had finished my degree, but if I went in that program, I would have to take like a $30,000 pay hit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why can they be a director, but I've been here? Why can't I be a director? So I was that person, but I also had the degree, and I just I need to leave.
Yeah, no, that's what happens.
Yeah.
All right, we're way over, Candice. I just got the no, it's not you, it's me. I just got the 40-minute mark. Thank you so much for doing this. It was awesome.
This was not about...
You're the best.
Anything I thought it would be, but...
Exactly.
Thank you for having me, Ben. It's really nice.
No, it's great. It's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.